Professional High Priestess. I am up and I wanted to just give like a quick update because I know some of you guys be asking me about what's going on with the karmics, da 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 da. There's a lot of people that watch my channel that work in social justice, politics, um, and they're also going to be impacted by the ripple effect of my karmics and the fuckery that they're involved in. So I did want to let you guys know, despite, what they are telling you in regards to the governor and the local San Francisco FBI chapter, they are actually under investigation. There are multiple departments that have been involved, multiple states are also involved because of a lot of the stuff that came up and out. As they were trying to attack me, they were getting exposed for a lot of the stuff that they were doing, right? And that's how karma works. You play with people, you want to wiretap people, stalk people, harass people, then you better be prepared for the backfire of that and the reversals. So some of you guys are like, well, how are they going to prosecute spell work? Da 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 da. If they have hella transactions with all the witches and stuff like that, they're already getting hella karma. Bitches are dying. They're getting sick. They're losing their job. People are getting fired. Hella people are getting exposed. Hella stuff is going on. Don't believe the hype at all. They're caught the fuck up. That's why they keep on trying to wire my phone and wire my house, because they're trying to find out what I know and who I'm talking to. The first, I didn't want to say this. Now, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Your illegal activity, your laundering, that's none of my business. The minute you step into my energy field trying to tamper with my life and my livelihood, though, that's when we have a problem. And I was the perfect person for them to play with, because I know all the whole political scene. I know all the players. I know everything that's been going on, because I've been watching and I've been paying attention for years. I've been watching and I've been paying attention for years. So it was, like I said, I was the perfect person for you all to play with, because I know everything. And I feel like that's why the Most High put me in this situation, because they were like, we're not going to let anything happen to you. That's why the karmics keep on trying to work on me, because nothing is happening. This all happened for them to get caught up, and they're starting to realize that now. As for one of the karmics involved in my situation, the second body is in Lake Tahoe, and it's going to be surfacing in the next few days. Everybody that's been involved, everyone's name has been given, all the main actors. I was told by them that it doesn't matter about the spell work, that everyone's getting charged with stalking and harassment. Everyone that had financial transactions, they're getting caught up with embezzlement, fraud, attempted murder, stalking, harassment. There are several nonprofit organizations that got money from the karmics to do A, B, C, and D, because the witches are a part of the organization, and they were using their orgs and the foundations to funnel money all around. They all got caught up. They've been running a laundering ring for years. That whole ring got exposed, and it was all because of paying for spell work on my head. Yeah. And hella people are mad at the main karmic involved. Hella people are mad because it was his karmic and his sex addiction that got all this shit started and got their ring exposed, and he was having her do magic and all them, and shit was backfiring, because instead of them focusing on the human trafficking ring, which is they've been sacrificing more people, instead of focusing on that, and the people that got killed with the spell work, they were focusing on stalking and harassing me, versus just the fact that this Black man was having illicit sexual relationships with white women and didn't want that to come out, because it would ruin his reputation, right? Because it doesn't look good when you're trying to destroy a Black woman, but you're talking about racial justice and you're trying to throw somebody under the bus for a white woman that has no job, right? And lives off of men and does sex work for a living, right? It doesn't look good, right, on your resume or for your career. So why don't we go after her, lie on her, stuff like that? I want to let you guys know that all of you guys that were a part of that lie with Layla and Elliot, they're going to jail for extortion. Layla's going to get more time than Elliot. They're both going to prison for extortion, though, and they're going to lose that inheritance as well. And if because that aunt is plotting on them, if she doesn't kill them first, they're going to prison, both of them. Another thing that's about to happen is everyone that was a part of the wiretapping that was disseminating information, you all are getting caught up as well too. And that's also what they told me as well. In the place that I am as well, because the Karmics tried to have my home wired and whatnot. They got caught up because they were under surveillance when they were doing all that, trying to do all those different deals and wire and shit like that, trying to intercept mail or do all those different things. You guys were all being watched when you were doing that. And then you were having people make videos about the shit that you were doing. And I have proof of what you were doing, right? You want to know something that was funny? I just think it's really like, man, I'm telling you guys, you get what you put out. Yeah, I'm telling you, like, I swear, what a time to be alive. I just thank the Most High for being able to like put me in the situation to really put all these karmics in fucking prison. Because when I say you're going to see hella people go to jail, lose jobs, it's already happening. They don't even know it. Like a lot of the karmics, their departments have already been identified. They never thought that they can lose their jobs. They never thought that it could happen. It's going to happen. Because none of the organizations, nobody wants to get caught up. Social Good Fund is going to be losing their 501c3 status. For those of you who are listening and they're your sponsor, I would suggest you start finding a new fiscal sponsor. Because for what they did with that brother and the sister, because remember the boy, he watches child pornography. So that's what you guys have been trying to hide and protect the whole time. They're going to get that 501c3 revoked, and that's going to be the end of their organization and that whole business as it is. I'm telling you now. From my guides are also told me from now up until next year, it's going to just take one calendar year for all of this to be done. So by this time next year, everything's going to be done. The trial, the sentencing, all of that. So that's what my guides were telling me to tell you. Like I told you guys, the governor is in fact going to be removed, and that was solidified after he allowed them to do that the last human sacrifice that they did, wherein they kidnapped another woman and they did the whatever they did for their magical purposes. It's a given that it's over. And you want to know the funny thing is, the sixth house is public enemies, but it's also work. That governor has his sixth house in Aries, and all of them have Aries placements, and they're all just fucking off his career. So it's official. And if it's going to be, I do believe that somebody from the Democratic Party should step in to try to at least be a contender, because it's a given that he's going to get removed. But we just can't allow California to get put into the hands of Republicans, is what my guides are telling me. And that's why this is happening too, because he's been abusing his power for years. I don't know if you guys recently saw him and his wife got exposed, laundering millions of dollars through her nonprofit. It's over for them. For once not an undergod. Yeah, exactly. It's over for them. They also got caught. You guys saw that article where he was getting paid for that housing facility. It's the hospice housing facility. There were rapes going on in there, death going on in there, and he was helping them hide all that shit so they can get 9 licenses for 9 new locations. He got caught up for that too, getting paid off by all of them. It's over. It's over. And it was perfect that you guys did that stupid ass shit that you did with my case and everything like that, because there's a public corruption case that's going to be brewing. All the judges involved were appointed by the governor. All of them have less than a year. All of them are connected to Willie Brown in London. All of you guys are about to get caught up. All of you. I told you in the beginning when you started that bullshit, bitch, be careful how you fucking play with me. I'm not the one at all. You clearly see how the situation has really been going for all of you guys that have been watching, from the social justice community, et cetera, and the political and whatnot, or the black and tech or black and brown and whatnot. You guys should be ashamed of yourself for being involved in some low-vibing bullshit like that. People are fucking dead because of those games that you guys were playing. While you guys thought I was playing, even though you knew I was telling the truth the whole time, just because you didn't want me to see me win my case, somebody's dead because of that. Multiple people are dead because of that. That Jamaican, sorry, I don't know where the fuck he's from, Kanashi or whatever the fuck his name is. And if he's listening right now, you got one fucking time to try me with any magic. I am not afraid of you or all those other men that you run around with doing rituals. You got one fucking time. All that satanic shit, that shit has been broken down. You cannot bring none of that shit in my energy field, and you know it too. You got one fucking time. Now, all of y'all have been under surveillance. I gave the FBI everyone's emails, everyone's phone numbers, everyone's everything. They have everything. All of you guys are wired as we speak. But that's the power of stupidity, because, they thought that, the governor's going to protect them and The DA and Chesta's gonna get removed. Nancy O'Malley, when this comes out in the public, they're gonna flip on you and they're gonna use this to get her out of office. It's over. The endowment is gonna implode and be under new management. Robert Ross is going to prison. Castle's going to prison. You guys are all going to fucking prison. That European male, Matthew, you better be careful, because what's about to come out may actually get you put in jail, and it has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with, you know exactly what the fuck you be doing. You know exactly what you get involved in, and you've been watched. You're on an international watch list. So that's what I just wanted to put out, you guys. Just wanted to give some updates. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. You said as you're telling the story, sirens are going off nonstop. Exactly. It's over. It is completely game over. That's what I'm saying. You want to be a fucking goblin? I'll be a phantom. You want to watch me? You're being watched too. This whole time, I've just been collecting evidence. As for that Karmic, her whole little money laundering ring, they've all been exposed. They're all tapped. They're all being watched. All of them. Their bank accounts are being watched. Their transactions are being watched. All of them. Y'all have been under surveillance for at least 4 months. At least 4 months. But also another thing too, because you guys have been making fake ass reports to the IC3 as well as FBI online, they watch my channel. They watch my channel. And also too, the autopsy report came out for the woman in Louisiana, and it's exactly what I said about the belt around her neck and everything like that too. Yeah. So let's see who's really about to play a fucking game. Let's see who's really about to play a fucking game. Come on. Don't it feel good? Yeah. And you feel hella anxiety? Yeah, it's about to go down. So just so you know, that's why this is all going on. So for those of you who are continuing to help and be involved in that fuckery, knowing what that this is why this is all is happening, it's over for all of y'all. It's already done. All the females that were doing spell work, look at y'all. How's that going? Y'all, this is so crazy. What a time to be alive. What that says, they're about to get caught up. Exactly. Reality is about to set in. The tower is about to hit. And it was perfect that you followed me over here. It was perfect that you did all that fuckery, because now, like in the place that I'm in, y'all, these Karmics have no pull. And they're trying to tiptoe around and be quiet, because this governor of this state, is a pure Karmic, and he's the governor's Karmic because his son is in Scorpio, and that's in his 12th house. It was perfect. I was like, this is fucking perfect. And I didn't tell you guys this though. You want to know how I knew that I was meant to move here? Because after I got my apartment and everything like that, I was like, are you sure? And then what ended up happening was my college ID from when I used to go to City College, San Francisco, the last 5 digits of my college ID is the zip code for the place that I'm living right now. And the funny thing is, like, the building that I live in is, it's actually it's like a, you know, when you look at a word and like, it's like two letters are just different. It's like a, well, let me tell you the name of my building, it means new beginnings. So I felt like, oh, wow, that was super synchronistic. And just my address as well. I was like, oh yeah, this is super synchronistic. So that's how I knew that this was a part of the whole path and the whole journey of coming down here, because this is going to implode the Democratic Party. I'm going to tell you right now, this fuckery, this scandal, it's going to expose the entire Democratic Party. That's why I'm saying, if you think Kamala them getting elected for a second term, absolutely not. And it's not just with this story, it's everything that's going to subsequently come behind this story. So like I said, because I know that there's hella people that watch my channel from the Democratic Party, all y'all black dem or whatever the fuck, y'all better find somebody to get into that governor's race. Real talk. I got dibs on Kimberly Ellis. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Bye.